Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that 9, Voyage of Despair and Blood of the Dead were an absolute slog, then let me tell you we are in for something completely different today. As we are here on Dead of the Night, where we not only have to complete a plethora of Easter eggs, but also the most complex, long-winded, and ridiculous side Easter egg within all of Zombies. And it is one that we can essentially start off with straight away here by turning on the Sentinel artifact and coming over to the music room here and looking firstly at this gramophone. Now around the map there are 6 gramophones that we have to remember the order in which we look at them. So the first one was the music room, and the second one will be here in the master bedroom, and then the next one we can do straight away is located here on the west gallery stairs. Now not only do we have to remember the order in which we look at those, but there are 6 doors around the map that we have to remember the order in which we open them as well. But before we continue on with that, we are going to complete our first side Easter egg here, which is the pool table side Easter egg, in which we have to pot all the balls from 1 through 9, and we've got to get them in that corner pocket there. There's 2. Number 6 there, finally the 9th one here too. And so there's 500 free points. Not going to complain too much about that. Now what we're going to do is complete our second side Easter egg here, and this is also going to grant us access to our 4th gramophone. Got our first symbol right here. We've got our next one right here. Third one is the U shape. 4th one is that one there. So we've got some more points. And there's our 4th gramophone in there. Right, and then the 6 doors that we need to open in order. One of them is the cellar's door. So we'll note that down. And while we're down here, we can do another side Easter egg, which is to do with these taps here that are coming out of the wine barrels. So there are 6 located in this room, and we need to knife them in the order from the one that is dripping the fastest to the one that is dripping the slowest. I believe it's that one. Okay, I think I got that order wrong. That's okay, I'll just come back and do a second game real quick and we'll get that one done. Anyway, we'll move on to our next round here. And the next door I'm going to open is this one from the main hall to the library. So we need to note that down as door 2. And there is the 5th gramophone that we are going to look at. So that's the grandfather clock we need to do. Might as well start on our Savage Impaler Easter egg while we're at it. Now the 3rd door I'm going to open is this one out to the Pack-a-Punch area. 4th door I will open is this one out to the dining hall. The last gramophone I'm going to look at is this one in the dining hall here. Get our next candle there. Let's get our 3rd candle. Right, I'm going to add the box here with my last 1000. I want to have a... that's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. Right, let's start this. Alright, we've got a nasty double points here. Let's see if we can build up points. We've got our first tuning fork. Sweet. Sweet, so we can open up the rest of the map now. Let's get that done. Now the next door we have to remember is this one. So this is out to the greenhouse. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Alright, we got our next tuning fork. Okay, and then that's the last door we need to remember as well, heading out. Okay, so we got our order there. There's our final part. Right, what I'm going to do before I forget is go build the shield as well. How are you guys enjoying this series so far, by the way? Let me know. We are pretty much at the crescendo of the series with Dead of the Night, as after this, the side Easter eggs drop off a cliff. There aren't a ton of side Easter eggs, bar probably Tag der Toten. Right, so the last one is this one here. I forgot about that. That's one of the annoying parts about this step. Alright, hey, here we are. Holy, that actually destroyed him, eh? And one weapon I am going to be grabbing is the trebuchet for one of the steps in this ridiculous side Easter egg. That should be the one. Thank you, sir. And let's do that. And we can also get our first musical button here, which is located under this table. And we got our Chaos Theory now too. Right, next coin can be found right there. 3rd coin is right there. Now I am going to activate this side Easter egg now, so then hopefully when I'm done I should have this weapon upgraded and we can move on to the next step. And the last one can be found right here. Okay, so that song's done now, ladies and gentlemen. I got all my final candles for the Savage Impaler Easter egg as well, and now we can move on to the next step, what I'm going to call Impossible Easter egg from now on, which we must shoot 4 vases located in this room, corresponding to the order that we opened up all those 6 doors around the map. And because the first one we opened was the cellar's door, that means we must first break this one down here. There we go, there's one. The second one we opened was the main hall to the library, so that's that one there. Okay, I must have tried for about 20 minutes to try and get that one. These iWatch did say that they can be a handful, and they are proving to do so. Okay, there we go, there's the second one. Okay, there we go. There's the third one. Okay, there's the fourth one. Okay, there's the fifth one done. And then we just need to get our last one. Okay, so I'm going to have to get more ammo because I've run out, believe it or not. But we just need that last one. There we go. So there's the last one. And if we have done that correctly, then we should be able to come out here and this candle should be diffused. And it is. Perfect. That's only about halfway through this Easter egg now at best. So now what we need to do is we need to ignite 6 candles around the map in the reverse order that we opened up the doors in. So because I opened up the cellar's door first, I'll be doing this one last. The first one I need to go and do is the one from the library to the cemetery. So here's my first candle right here. Then we need to do the second one, which was this one here. Third one is right here. Fourth one right here. And then the fifth one is this one. And then the last one can be found right there. And I miss. The last one right there. Okay, so that's all the candles done. Right, now for the next step, we need to go pick up a record up here towards the master bedroom. There it is. And if you remember the order which we found the gramophones in, right, well now we need to reverse that order once again and go and interact with each of the gramophones in that reversed order. So for me, the last one I saw was in the dining hall, so that's the one I need to go and interact with first. And if you do it correctly, you'll hear parts of the Easter egg song. Now the next one I saw was in the library. And then the next one was in the secret room over here. Next one is on the west stairs here. The next one is in here in the master bedroom. And the first one I saw, so subsequently the last one we need to interact with was here in the music room as the round ends, of course. Okay, and now we're on to the last step of the impossible side Easter egg. We're here at the end of the round. We're gonna do it. There is an invisible ghost located over there near the entrance to the Pack-a-Punch area, and we need to follow that ghost all the way around the map using our audio only. And that is basically the reason why I've brought in Undead Man Walking in plain sight, so we can hear it right there. But we're not gonna do it just yet. We are gonna buy the Bowie knife while we're at it, and I want to get this final bloody part for the Alistair's Annihilator. Oh. And there it is. I didn't even realize. Right, we're gonna have to go another round. And there's our upgraded wonder weapon now too. Sweet. Right, now we're gonna go do this final step. Okay, so I've managed to follow the ghost all the way up to these stairs so far. Alright, so I've followed it all the way around to the library now. Okay, we're coming to the final part now. I'm going to go towards the end of the round again, just to be sure. Right, so once you get the ghost down there, you need to go prone. Just for this last little bit, and it's going to take you over into this corner over here, and over into these barrels. Well, you'll get that jump scare there. And it's done. And you get given a perkaholic as well. So that's why I hadn't got all my perks or anything yet, because the game rewards you with 6 perks and a homunculus. Easily one of the best rewards ever. Okay, now what we're going to do is move on to our Savage Impaler Easter egg. Let's go, bro. Oh, I'm so glad it's done. So anyway, no time to muck around. We need to move on to the Savage Impaler here. We need to find a ghost around the map. Can be located anywhere apparently. And there she is. So what we need to do is follow her around. Okay, that's alright. We just need to go another round so we can get her to spawn in again. Right, and now we need to get 4 different kills. So we need to get firstly a regular kill, then an equipment, then a specialist, and then a shield. Okay, something that's really weird with this step is because the homunculus doesn't count, the only way to do it is to use the trap. Thankfully, that's the thing, because that's ridiculous, the fact that you can't use the homunculus for that step. Bugger. Bloody vampires, bro. God, I can't stand them. The spam is absolutely outrageous. Need to go get another shield. Well, that perkaholic didn't last long, did it? Right, now with that done, we need to get a bunch of vampire kills in here. I did not mean to turn that on either. We need to get about 3 to 15 vampire kills in here until the whole floor turns blue. And there it is. So we need to run down here. And then that's going to slide back. And down we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the homunculus right here. I'm going to pick up the Savage Impaler. And it's going to be a quick lockdown real quick. And we're just going to get a bunch of vampires essentially. So I'm going to pull out my specialist here. May as well use the crossbow. Such a sick wonder weapon. Alright, and that's done. Now we can leave. So that's the Savage Impaler Easter egg. And now there's just a few more Easter eggs we need to do. And one of them is a jump scare. And we do that by just continuously looking into one of the stones. And there it is. So that's one of the jump scares there. Now we're going to move on to the steak knife Easter egg. And so the first step we need to do for the steak knife is head into the forest area. And we need to find a tree with a lantern on it. And so that's the one there. We need to memorize the trees in order of 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the right there. Okay, so I've got my 4 symbols memorized now. And the next step is we need to head over to the greenhouse and find 4 rocks with the same symbols on them. And I'm going to grab that because I need to get silver bullets as well. Okay, so that's our first one there. Our next one is this one. Our third one is this one. And there's our fourth one. Right, now we need to head back to the forest again. And you need the Bowie knife for this step, but thankfully I already grabbed it. And these 4 symbols here, we need to knife them in the same order again. So my first one was this one, then it was this one, then this one, then this one. Okay, let's get this all upgraded. And then what we need to do is shield bash every symbol on the tree. And that drops this branch here, which we need to pick up. And then we need to head back over to the mausoleum once more. Can't believe we're finally making our way through all these. And we place that branch on there. And now we need to get about 15 kills with the vampires. So we'll just go through a couple rounds, get it all done. There we go, there's one. I absolutely love this map, bro, I can't even lie. It's got to easily be the most underrated map possibly in all of Zombies. It's so good. Easter eggs are amazing, the setting is great. Plenty of side Easter eggs to do. Yes, there's a lot to it. It's a big collectathon, but once you learn it, man, it's amazing. Can't say enough about Dead of the Night. I really can't. If they had done the marketing right, I mean, it could have been like the Shadows of Evil of Black Ops 4 easily. Okay, that's done. Let's go grab our steak knife. There she is. Another sick Easter egg. That's honestly worth doing. It's not that hard at all. Once again, let's move on to our next side Easter egg, which is another jump scare one. So basically with this one, we just need to hold aim down sight for a few minutes or so. Whew, that was lucky. How long is this going to take? I've got no idea. Hopefully soon, because we're going to run out of ammo. Alright, there it is. In the nick of time as well, I was running high and dry on ammo. Oh, even better. And ladies and gentlemen, that's every single side Easter egg we can do on this game. So what we've got to do now is finish this one, move on to another game of Dead of the Night, and just do the wine cellar side Easter egg. Rightio, so we're back here again. Fastest one here is this one. That's that one, and it will be this one. Then it will be this one. Then this one, and then here's the last one right here. There we go, so there's that secret room done. Ladies and gentlemen, that is every single side Easter egg on Dead of the Night done. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe if you want. That would mean a lot, as these side Easter egg videos take a lot of effort. See you soon for Ancient Evil.